सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमः पारणिकात्यायन पतंजलिभ्यः शब्द विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यः नमस्कार। Welcome to 234 class today. Numerals are going nice. 234 234th class on 24th of December 2014. Everything is 14 now. The end 2 3 4 24 and 4. Fine. So wonderful class today. Srinivas, we have been studying for the last 2-3 classes about Atmanepada and its various tenses and Subhashitas we have done, and the story on Guru Bhaktaha Upamanyu is coming to an end, wherein we have found out, recognized the what is the story given for Atmanepada Dhatu Prayoga. Atmanepadinam Dhatunam Prayogaha Drashtavyaha Kathayamiti Vayam Adishtaha Pustakena. So that is the order of the book, that you locate the Atmanepada verbs in the story, which are not highlighted here in the story. As you can see, they are not highlighted. So we'll go back once again to that later after finishing the passage, Srinivas. So you can straight go to Tataha.
Tataha Upamanyuhu Upadhyayasya Nirdeshena Naukabhihi Stutibihi Stutibihi
Ashwini Kumaro Avandata
Upamanyoho Guru Bhaktya Prasannau
Ashwini Kumaro
Tatra
Agatau
Pritau cha Ashwini Kumaro Tasmai Ekam Apupam Datva
Avada. Okay, you can pass there. Tataha. Now in the previous story we have seen the boy Upamanyu had eaten the dangerous Arkapatra, which is birthwort, we said, birthwort, leaves of birthwort he had eaten, and as a result, because of hunger, as he was prohibited from drinking milk, even drinking the froth of the milk, and he was prohibited from taking the bhiksha, so he had to resort to eat the Arkapatras, and as a result he became blind, and as he was moving in the forest, he fell into a well. So Arkapatrani bhakshayitva andhi bhutaha kupe patitavan asmi. So that was the answer given by the student, that having eaten the Arkapatras, I became blinded and fell into the kupa. Tataha, thereafter, Upamanyuhu upadhyayasya nirdeshena. Then the Upadhyaya gave him the direction, the Guru gave him a direction, and nirdeshena naikabihi, na ekabihi, Srinivas, na ekabihi. This is a simple sandhi, vriddhi, na plus ekabihi, stutibihi, because stuti shabda is strilinga shabda. Stutihi, stuti, stutayaha, stutim, stuti, stutihi, stutya, stutibhyam, stutibihi, trutiya bahuvachana. Na eka, naika. There the sandhi is naikabihi, that means bahvi bihi stutibihi, bahu stutibihi, by many stutis, praises. So nirdeshena, as per the direction of the teacher, this boy with many praises, stutis, hymns, na ekabihi stutibihi Ashwini Kumaro Avandata, he saluted, he prayed to the Ashwini Devatas, who are supposed to be the physicians. They are the physicians of the gods, Ashwini Kumar. So Ashwini Kumaro Avandata, this is the past tense lang lakara of Vandate Atmanepada Avandata. He is prayed to, saluted Ashwini Kumaro with many praises. Na ekabihi stutibihi. Upamanyoho Guru Bhaktya Prasannau Ashwini Kumaro. The Ashwini Kumaras, who are the physicians, became pleased with the Upamanyu's, this boy's Guru Bhakti. So they having been pleased with the devotion to his guru, the devotion of Upamanyu's devotion to his guru, being pleased, prasannau. So here, if you look at the sentence, is running in Dvitiya, Prathama, Dvivachana, Srinivas. Ashwini Kumarau, Prasannau, etc. Ashwini Kumarau, being pleased with the Upamanyu's devotion to his master, Tatra Agatau. They had come there. Tatra Agatau. Agata is a ktanta participle verb which we have studied in the first book. A plus gam plus ta, Srinivas. A plus gam gachati. A is upasarga, which we are going to see immediately. A upasarga purvaka gam dhatoho ta tanta prayoga. Ta ka will be removed, ta will be there. Gam becomes gata, ram becomes rata, mru becomes mruta, shru becomes shruta. Any verb will take this tanta and it turns into a past passive participle. Likha becomes likita, etc. So here agatau is like an adjectival verb, verbal adjective to Ashwini Kumarau. Ashwini Kumarau agatau. The being pleased with his devotion, the Ashwini Kumaras came there. Tatra agatau. Pritaucha Ashwini Kumarau. These two Ashwini Kumaras who are physicians also being pleased. Pritau. Tasmai nama Upamanyave. Tasmai Upamanyave. To that Upamanyu student. Tasmai Sishyaya Upamanyave. Ekam apupam Dattva avadatam. Ekam apupam dattva avadatam. Avadat, how many Ashwini Kumaras are there? Two. Avadat, avadatam, avadan. So here very strictly the verb is third person dual number because there are two people, Ashwini Kumarau. Apupam dattva, having given the bread, some roti. Avadatam means uktavantau, they said like this. Eshaha apupaha, you have to read.
Eshaha apupaha tubhyam asti enam bhungshva iti upamanyuhu pratyavadat gurave anivedya etam abhupam aham upayoktam na utsahe tasya guru bhaktya ativa prasannau Ashwini Kumarau tasmai ashvihi dattavantau tvam chakshushi labhasva shreyascha labhasva iti saha tayoho ashisha chakshushi alabhata sarva vedeshu sarva vidyasu cha naipunyam alabhata satyam eva uchyate Guru Shushrusaya Vidya iti. Avadatam. Eshaha apupaha. This is said by the Ashwini Kumarau. Ashwini Kumarau evam uktavantau. Eshaha apupaha. This bread, tubhyam asti, is for you. Very well put into English. This bread is for you. Tubhyam is Chaturthi. Tubhyam asti. This is for you. So we can very well put it in English. Enam bhungshva iti. Enam apupam etam apupam bhungshva. Khada iti. So enjoy this, eat this bread. Then Upamanyuhu pratyavadat. Upamanyu replied, Gurave anivedya, without informing to my master. Gurave anivedya, nivedanam na akrutva. Gurave nivedanam akrutva anivedya etam apupam aham upayoktum na utsahe. That means I dare not use this bread. I dare not consume this bread without informing the teacher. That is the order. So if my teacher, यदि मम गुरुः आदेशम् आदिशति खादितुम् उपयोक्तुं तर्हि अहं खादामि इति तस्य अभिप्रायः. So he said, Gurave anivedya, without informing to the teacher, etam apupam aham upayoktum. This is tumunanta, upayoktum, to use, upayuj. Na utsahe means I dare not. I dare not use this without informing to my teacher. Tasya guru bhaktya ativa prasanno. When he made a statement like this, I dare not touch this, consume this without the permission of the master, the Ashwini Kumaras became more pleased. Tasya guru bhaktya, with the devotion, with his devotion to his teacher, ativa, which is an avyaya, ativa prasanno. They were pleased, now they became more pleased. Prasanno Ashwini Kumarau tasmai upamanyave tasmai balakaya upamanyave, that tasmai sishyaya, for that student, ashihi dattavantau, they gave ashirvadas. Ashihi is dvitiya bahuvachana. Ashihi, ashishau, asishah, asisham, asishau, ashihi dvitiya. Yes, this is ashihi dattavantau, dattavan dattavantau. Ashwini Kumaras gave him many blessings. Tvam, these are the blessings. Tvam chakshushi labhasva. This is etad ekam varam. Tvam chakshushi labhasva. You get your eyes, sight back. Chakshushi. What is this chakshushi, Srinivas? This is dvitiya. This is prathama, dvitiya, dvivachana. Chakshuhu, chakshushi, chakshumshi. Chakshuhu, chakshushi, chakshumshi. So here, tvam chakshushi labhasva. You get, labhasva is a lot. Tvam labhasva. This is lot lakara of Atmanepada labha dhatu. Labhasva, labhatam, labhadhvam. Labhatam, labhetam, labhantam in third person. So tvam chakshushi labhasva. May you get your eyes back. Shreyaha cha labhasva iti. You also, may you also get shreyas, which is different from, praise. May you get shreyas means, otherwise what do you say, fame. May you get also fame. Saha tayoho asisha. Saha nama upamanyu. That upamanyu, tayoho ashwini kumarayoho asisha. Ashwini kumarayoho asisha. With the ashirvada, blessing of those two Ashwinis. Asisha is ekavachana. Asisha ashirbhyam ashirvihi. Asisha chakshushi alabhata. He got his eyes back. Chakshushi again is dvitiya vivachana. Chakshuhu, chakshushi, just now we recalled. Alabhata, past tense of labhate. So he got his eyesight by the blessing of those Ashwini Kumaras. Not only that, sarva vedeshu, sarva vidyasu cha naipunyam alabhata. He not only got his eyesight back, but he got proficiency, naipunyam, expertise in all the Vedas and in all the Vidyas. Sarva vedeshu, sarva vidyasu cha naipunyam alabhata. He got full knowledge of all the Vedas and also experience. Naipunyam generally means expertise. So proficiency. He got proficiency in all the Vedas and the other learnings. Satyameva uchyati. At the end, the story says, gives the moral. Rightly it is said. Satyameva uchyati means rightly it is said. Guru susrushaya. Guru susrushaya vidya iti. So you get vidya, learning, education, through the service of your teacher. Now actually this is one line of a poem. We have a traditional poem, Srinivas. Guru susrushaya vidya. Vidya comes by susrusha means seva, Guru seva. Guru sevaya vidya agacchati. Vidya sambhavati. Vidya sanjayati. Guru susrushaya nama Guru sevaya. Guru susrushaya vidya pushkalena dhanena va.
The second line of the poem is Pushkalena Dhanena Va. Either you get Vidya through the service of your teacher or by ample, abundant of money. Pay good money and get yourself educated from a recognized very good institution. Pushkalena Dhanena Va. There is one more alternative. Vidyaya Vidya. You can get Vidya by Vidya. That means you teach, if you are a mathematician, you teach mathematics to me. I am a Sanskritist. I teach you in turn Sanskrit. Vidyaya Vidya. Okay, something like Barton economy. Chaturthi na upalabhyate, no upalabhyate. There is no fourth alternative way of getting education, Vidya. So, Guru Susrushaya Vidya, Pushkalena Dhanena Va. Vidyaya Vidya. Pushkalena Dhanena Va. Vidyaya Vidya. Chaturthi na upalabhyate. There is no other alternative. So, only these three are recommended. Either you serve the teacher, get the education as was in those days, or you pay handsome money and get educated, no free education, or you teach, in turn you get taught. There is no other fourth alternative for getting education is now. That is, free education is not thought of in those days. So we will go back, Srinivas, here. Atmanipadinam dhatunam dhatun vayam Pashyamah idanim apamanyuhu dhaumyasya avartata. First sentence at the end, generally verb comes at the end. Vartate, present tense, avartata, past tense. Adishat, Srinivas. Adishati. Adishati means instructs. Adishat, instructed. No, then one more. Lot lakar. Sevasva is there. Sevasva, like labhasva, just now we said. This is lot, imperative mode, second person singular. Tvam sevasva iti. Gaha sevasva. Pravartata. The present tense of which would be pravartati. Pravartata, past tense. Sevitva sayam guru. Agatya is lyavanta. Upadhyaya sakrata stitva. Avandata. Vandate becomes avandata, saluted. Abhashata. Bhashate becomes abhashata. Then pratyabhashata, fourth line. Upadhyayam pratyabhashata. Pratyabhashata, replied. Pratibhashate becomes pratyabhashata in the past tense, lang lakar. Abhashata, that is. Upayungshe, this is the second person singular number of upayuj dhatu, upayungshe. Tata ma kurushva. This is also second person singular. Kuru. Atmanepada, second person kurushva. Viksham charitva upadhyaya. Nyavedayata. Nivedayate becomes Nyavedayata in the past tense. Agrihnat. Grihnati becomes Agrihnat. Asevata. Sevate in the present tense becomes Asevata. Rakshitva is avyaya. Agamya is an avyaya. Having come, Stitva is an avyaya. Avanda. Vandate becomes avanda. And then apruchat, which is pruchati, simple. This is not atmanepada, but just pruchati becomes apruchat. Grihnami is verb in the parasmaipada. Kalpayasi, second person singular in the parasmaipada. Yeah, pratyavadat is also past tense verb in parasmaipada. Prativadati, which came earlier and again repeated here. Charami is simple. Bhiksham charami is simple present tense. Kalpayami already. Pratyakathayat. Pratikathayati pratyakathayat means pratyavadat. This means the same as the above pratyavadat, replied. And uchita nasti. Badhase is a second person, madhyama purusha, ekavachana, bhada dhatu, which means you are interfering, you are troubling. Yes, achara is also punah evam na achara is lot lakara, which is madhyama purusha ekavachana. Tata iti ukta punah gaha asevata, past tense of sevate, sayam punapadhyaya agachat, agachat, this is parasmai pada, no doubt. Agachati becomes agachat, akuruta, kurute becomes akuruta. Apruchat once again is coming in the first. Aloke is an avyaya Srinivas. Aloke means društva. Apruchat, pruchati becomes apruchat. Grukhnami simple present tense. Charasi is simple present tense, second person. Asi is a second person verb. Kena vrittim kalpes, that is gone. Pratyavadat, many times it has come, replied. Pratyavadati, pratyavadat. Kalpayami is present tense. Akathayat also came. Nyayam pavaktam adisham. Now look at this word. Etasam gavam payaha upa yoktum tvamaham na adisham. Adishami in present tense. Adishami. Aham adishami. Aham tvam adishami. I am ordering you. Aham tvam na adisham. I did not order you. So adisham is first person. Uttama Purusha Ekavachana. Upa Yungshva is second person singular Atmanepada. Pratignaya is Avyaya Srinivas. Rakshan is Shatru Pratyahanta. Rakshan while protecting. Asta is past tense of Asa Dhatu, was in Atmanepada. Asta. He was protecting. Charayitva is an Avyaya. Agatya is an Avyaya. Stitva is an Avyaya. Vandate simple present tense. Avadat is simple past tense of vadati, parasmaipada. Bhungshe is repeatedly coming. Vidyase is there. Pivaraha vidyase. Asi, which means equivalent to Pivaraha asitvam. Kenidana kalpayasi. Saha pratyavadat, several times it is come replied. Upayunje, I use. I am using. Phenam, he said. Yes, pratyabhashata. Pratyavadat means replied. Pratyabhashata also means replied. Ete gudavantah vasatvadatham udgiranti, simple present tense. Badhase, we have already notified. Bhavan phenam apitam narahasi. Bhavitata iti pratishrutya is avyaya. Go sevayam pravartata. This is the Atmanepada verb. Pravartate, pravartata. Got himself involved. Na bhungte, simple present tense Atmanepada. Bhuja dhatu anyat bhaiksham apina charati vibhati. Upayungte Atmanepada present tense. Shudhartha aranye arkapatrani. Abhakshayat. Bhakshayati becomes abhakshayat, ate. Nastam. Now upamanyoho chakshushoho jyotihi nastam. This is Tanta Prayoga. Just now I told you. Gam Gata, Shru Shruta, Pata Patita, Pa, Pita. This becomes Nasha plus the Nastam, lost. Ajayata, past tense of Jayate. Paribrahman Kube Patita. Patitaha is Tanta Prayoga. Just now I have told you. Pata Dhatu with Ta, Patita. Like anywhere you can use Patitaha. Aprapya is an avyaya. Apruchat repeated. Avadan is the past tense of vadanti. Gataha is simple participle verb. Pratyagatavan, returned, is the tavatu participle of pratyagachati, present tense. Pratyagachati becomes pratyagatavan. Kupitaha, that is an adjective. Aranyam agachat. This is simple past tense of gachati. Akarot, past tense of karoti, karoti. Abhashata, past tense of bhashati. Apatam, I fell. What is this past tense of patami, Srinivas? Patami becomes apatam, I fell. Patitavan, this is a participle tavatu pratyanta patitavan. Then pratyavadat repeated, bhakshayitva avyaya. Andhi bhutaha is used as an adjective here. Patitavan is coming. Sutibihi Ashwini Kumar. Avandata. This is a past tense of vandate. Agatau is Tanta Prayoga for Ashwini Kumarau. Agatau. Agatavantau. Also. Avadatam. Now this is past tense. Third person dual number. Avadat. Avadatam. 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 There is a dirgha required, Srinivas, here. Avadatam, avadatam, avadatam. Tam should be there. Srinivas. This verb, apupam datva avadatam. From bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4th.
Yeah.
See, if you take lang lakara of any parasmaya pada, what will be there? Agachat, agachatam, agachan. Tam comes. T, tam, an. There is a dirgha lost here. Avadatam is wrong. Avadatam, dirgha. Bhungshva is a lot lakara, madhyama purusha, ekavachana, pratyavadat repeatedly coming. Na utsahi. Now look at this word. Upayoktum tumunanta. Upayuj, upayoktum to use, na utsahi. Utsaha is atmanepada dhatu Srinivan. Utsaha, which means I dare. Dare not, dare. Tasya Guru Bhakti Ativa Prasanno Tasmai Ashi Dattavanto. Dattavanto is Tavatu Pratyanta. Dattavan, Dattavantau, Dattavantaha. Ashwini Kumarau, Dattavantau. Tvam Chakshushi Labhasva. This is Atmanepada, second person singular. Labhasva repeated. Tayoho Asisha. I have told you Tayoho Ashwini Kumarayoho. Asisha is Trutiya Ekavachana. Chakshushi we have already analyzed, is Dvitiya Dvivachana. Alabhata past tense of Labhate. Alabhata repeated. Satyameva Uchyate. Rightly it is said Guru Susrushaya Vidya iti. Okay, that is how it is done. Now we are going to next section. Chaturthaha Stavakaha Shashtaha Pataha. 4.6 here. Upasargaha. Now another important, very important aspect of Sanskrit literature, grammar is coming up here with the title Upasargaha, and we are going to see their study for quite a good time. And Srinivas, there is a very important role of these upasarga, prefixes, prepositions otherwise. Like in English, we have a role of these upasargas, prefixes like possible, impossible, convenient, inconvenient. They are used mostly in English in opposite sense. Indisposable, impractical, non-bailable, etc., etc. So whatever coming as the first word prefixing. But in Sanskrit, these prepositions or prefixes have a threefold role to play. Upasargena dhatvarto, the meaning of the mula dhatu by taking on the prefix upasarga. Balat anyatra niyate, it is taken by force to something else. So sometimes what happens, most of the time, the meaning of the verbal root is forcibly changed. Balat anyatra niyate. For example, harati. Hru dhatu, you take hru, hara, harati, harataha, haranti. Harati means is taking away. It can also mean stealing. Carrying, stealing. So if you put a upasarga like some upasarga before, harati, it becomes samharati, is killing. What is the meaning of harati, taking away, becomes killing if you add sam. Now this is how the meaning of the hru dhatu is forcibly taken away, and some other meaning is given there. So upasargena dhatvarto balad anyatra niyati. Balat, out of force, anyatra niyati. Praharahara, samhara, vihara. So we have each upasarga changes the meaning of the same dhatu into different senses. Now we are going to see slowly how it is. Etani vakyani patata. Srinivas, now you read. We'll analyze.
Bhaktaha devam namati. Bhaktaha devam pranamati. Balaha ajam karshati. Balaha ajam akarshati. Chhatraha gurum pruchhati. Chhatraha gurum paripruchhati.
Now in these examples given here, left and right side, Srinivas, first is left side, there are verbs used without upasarga, prefix, right? In the second three pictures, you are having the same sentence with the verb attached with a prefix. Namati is used with pra upasarga, karshati is used with a upasarga, pruchhati is used with pari upasarga. What has happened by using this? Now I just told you, whenever upasarga is attached to the dhatu, the meaning is forcibly taken out. Not taken out, forcibly led to something else. That is only one aspect I told you. The meaning of the original meaning of the verb being carried away somewhere is one aspect of the upasarga. But in other aspect, the upasarga keeps up the same meaning. Upasarga gatis tridha. What is that karika? Tameva artham. I'll just forget it. I'll get it. So there are three functions of upasarga. Keeping, totally changing the meaning is one. Keeping up the same meaning is one. Enhancing the meaning is different. Vishinasti. So one is called Vishinasti, another is same thing, and then Balatkarena Unnayati. So in these examples, let us, I will recall it that Namati Pranamati, there is no change in the meaning, Srinivas. Bhaktaha Devam Namati means a devotee, what is he doing? Saluting the God. In the second picture also a devotee is saluting the God. If you think there may be a slight variation in the meaning, Pranamati means Pranama and Namaskara. Pranama, both are same, but there may be some intensity of pra may be added to the verb here, but otherwise no need. Karshati means drags, Srinivas. Second picture you see. Balaha ajam karshati. What is the boy doing? He is pulling, dragging the goat. He is doing the same thing in the next picture also. But there, what is the prefix we have added? Akarshati. You may say akarshati means attracting also. Akarshana means here attraction, but here not as per the picture given, it is dragging, pulling. Boy is pulling the goat, she goat. Aja is watch. Aja is she goat, not ajam. And third picture, Chhatraha Gurum Pruchhati. The student is asking the master. Same thing, Chhatraha Gurum Paripruchhati is asking the master. No change in the meaning as such. Some more are there. Next page you can read.
Krishnaha vastram harati. Raja shatrun samharati. Balika jalam nayati. Balika jalam anayati. Balakah vidyalayam gacchati. Balakah griham pratyagacchati. प्रावृत्सु वृष्टिः भवति हिमालयात् गंगा प्रभवति.
Now, we have seen where the meaning change was not brought about in the three examples we have seen just now. Here, in these pictures, Srinivas, in these examples, the meaning is changing now. For example, Krishna vastram harati. Krishna is taking away the, stealing. Harati means steal. Is stealing, snatching away the clothes. Okay? Krishna vastram harati. Raja Shatrun Samharati. The king is killing the enemies. With the Upasarga Sam, the meaning of the taking away is totally gone, nullified. Harati means taking away, snatching, stealing, some such meaning comes. But when we put some Upasarga, the meaning is totally altered, changed into killing. Raja Shatrun Samharati. Na Harati, Shatrun Samharati. So you get the word Samhara from this, Srinivas. Samhara means killing. Balika, a girl, Jalam Nayati is taking the water. A girl is carrying the water. Nayati means carrying the water. Balika Jalam Anayati. Now, with the addition of A Upasarga here, the meaning is quite opposite here. Balika Jalam Anayati. The girl is fetching the water, bringing the water. There it is taking, it is bringing. Like for example, you know Gamanam word, Srinivas. Gamanam, going. What is the opposite of it? Agamanam, coming. So A sometimes becomes opposite, gives us opposite sense. In the third picture, Balakaha Vidyalayam Gacchati. Boy is going to the school. Balakaha Vidyalayat, Gruham Prati Agacchati. Pratyagacchati, we have made a sandhi here. Prati Agacchati, Pratyagacchati. Balakaha Gruham Pratyagacchati. The boy is returning home. There he is going, here he is returning. So Prati Upasarga. Here we have used Prati Upasarga. And Agacchati verb is used. Sometimes, Srinivas, there may be 2-3 Upasargas also. In Pratyagacchati, 2 Upasargas also. Prati plus A. Prati means towards. A means opposite sense. Gacchati means goes. Agacchati means comes. Pratyagaccha means returns. And the final picture which is given here, Pravrutsu, in rainy season, in rains. Vristihi Bhavati. During the monsoon, there is rain. There is rain during the monsoon. Pravrutsu. This Pravrutsu is Saptami Bahuvachana, Srinivas. Pravrut Shabda. Himalayat Ganga Prabhavati. So, Bhavati used up here with the prefix pra means something else. Himalayat Ganga Pravahati means Ganga emerges from the Himalayas. Ganga Prabhavati means emerges or takes birth. Prabhavati means is takes birth from the Himalayas. Prabhavati means here is taking place, is getting born. Prabhavati means here, that is the meaning. Himalayat Ganga Prabhavati means Ganga literally meaning emanates. Ganga emanates, emerges from the Himalayas. Emerges from the Himalaya. So these are the operations of the usage of the Upasargas. More usage we'll see, Srinivas. Adho nirdishtani vakyani patata. Now read this.
Sudhiraha devam pranamati vairi rajyam atikramati duryodhanaha gadayudhena shatrun parabhavati shivaha kailasam adhivasati dujjanaha sada apakaroti रमाकान्तः द्वारम् अपि दिशति
Okay.
अपि दधाति.
Right. Sudhiraha Devam Pranamati. A person by name Sudhir is saluting God. Devam Pranamati. Namati you can say, Pranamati also you can say. Saluting the God. Vairi, an enemy. Rajyam Atikramati. An enemy is Atikramati, attacking the kingdom. Overtaking the kingdom. Atikramati. Enemy overtakes the kingdom. Now, in Atikramati, what is the prefix? Ati. Right. Duryodhana Gadayuddhena Shatrum Parabhavati. Duryodhana defeats his enemy with in the Gada Yuddha, with the fight of Gada, mace. With the fight of mace, Gada Yuddhena, with the fight of mace, Duryodhana Shatrum Parabhavati. He defeats or overpowers his enemy by the fight of Gada. So Bhavati ordinarily is. What is the meaning of Bhavati? Bhu Sattayam. Is. Parabhavati means defeating. Meaning has changed totally. Parabhavati, from which you get the noun Parabhava, means defeat. Parabhava. You understand? Parabhava means defeat. From this only. Then Shiva Kailasam Adhivasati. Vasati means lives. Isn't it? Adhivasati also means lives. But there is some change here, syntactical change, Srinivas. That is, where is the Vaikuntha Shabda used? Generally, what we use in the place Saptami Vibhakti. Vaikunthe. Because of the Adhi Upasarga, there is a special usage. Vaikunthe Saptami is not allowed. Dvitiya is used. So we say Shiva Kailasam, Vishnuhu Vaikuntham Adhivasati. Vishnuhu Vaikunthe Vasati. That is okay. Vishnuhu Vaikunthe Vasati is okay. But when you put Adhi Upasarga, then the Saptami in the Adhishings Tasam Karma. The rule is wherever this verb is used with Adhishing, etc. Then sorry. Durjana Sada Apakaroti. Karoti, you know the meaning, does. Simple meaning of the Karoti verb is doing. Apakaroti. Apakaram. Apakaroti. Apakaram karoti means you are giving the meaning, right. Durjana Sada Apakaram Karoti. Apakaram Karoti nama Apakaroti. Upakaroti, opposite of that. Upakaroti. So this is how the Upasargas play a role. Then Ramakantaha Dwaram Pidadhati. Now here in the bracket A is given. It is actually the Upasarga Api. Most of the time, 99% of the time, this A is silent, it is omitted. It is not used. We only say Pidadhati, means closes. Closing. Ramakantaha Dwaram Pidadhati means Ramakant is closing the door. Where the A is unused. From the Upasarga Api, we make A as silent like. Now you read further.
Radha Taraya Sammilati Kavihi Kavitam
Sulikati.
Raghavah Pitaram Anugachati Sa Pratah Shighram Tishtati Sevakah Avanamati Krishnaha Keshavam Abhijanati.
Okay. Radha Taraya Sammilati. Milati Sammilati. No change in the meaning. Same meaning. Radha meets Tara. That is it. Radha Taraya Sammilati. Radha is meeting with Tara. Tara is another girl. Radha is another girl. Radha Taraya. What is Taraya Vibhakti? Trutiya Ekavachana. Taraya Sammilati. Radha is meeting with Tara. Kavihi Kavitam Sulikati. Likati you say, Sulikati both same. Kavihi Kavitam Sulikati means he writes well. Su has generally the meaning of good. You know, Subhojanam, Subhashitam, Vachanam, Swagatam. Su Agatam becomes Swagatam. Swagatam becomes that is like the Su. Opposite of Su in Sanskrit is Ku. Subhojanam, Kubhojanam. Subhashita becomes Kubhashitam. Kubhashita means ill said. Subhashita means well said. Kubhashitam means ill said. What is spoken ill. So like that.
Sujana, Durjana.
Dur is there, that is Dur. Now Ku is also used. Ku. So opposite Ku, Dur also. Durjana. Sujana, Durjana Paddhati. So here what is that? Sulikati. Writes well, you can say writes well. Raghava Pitaram Anugachati. Pitaram Anugachati is following his father. Anugamana is following. So Anu has that sense of taking the verb into following. Sa Prataha Shighram Uttishtati. Tishtati means stays. Ud Upasarga Ud. Ud plus Tishtati. Uttishtati means gets up. Radha Prataha Shighram Uttishtati. Sa Prataha. She gets up morning very well. Gets up fast in the morning. Uttishtati. Sevakaha Avanamati. A servant is bowing down. Namati means salutes. Avanamati means bowing down. Bends down. Or it could also mean bending down. Bows down. Bowing down here. Sorry. Caught up with cold. Sevakaha Avanamati. This Avanamati could mean bows down or bends down. Both are indicative of giving respect here. Then what is the next opposite? Krishnaha Keshavam Abhijanati. Recognizes. Janati means knows. Abhijanati means recognizes. Krishna recognizes Keshava. And read it. Time is there?
Yeah.
Can read 3 more lines.
Rugnaha Kastena
Nishvasiti.
Rakeshaha Mitram Prativadati. Vruddhaha Gramat Nirgachati. Chhatraha Gurum Abhimandate. Durjanaha Sajjanaihi
Saha
Durvyavaharati.
Durvyavaharati.
Devaha Gramat
Nivartati. Okay. Rugnaha Kastena Nishvasiti. A diseased man, Kastena with difficulty, Nishvasiti means breathes. A diseased person breathes with difficulty. Kastena Nishvasiti. So here what is the Nihi? Nis is a Upasarga. Shvasiti, Nishvasiti. Nishvasa means breathes out. Breathes. Uchvasa, Nichvasa. So next, Rakeshaha Mitram Prativadati. Rakesh replies to his friend. Prativadati, we have seen in the story. Pratyavadat, Pratyakatayat, Pratyabhashata. 3 verbs are used. Pratyavadat, Pratyakathayat, Pratyabhashata. All mean replied. The same thing. Prativadati means present tense replies. Vruddha Gramat Nirgachati. An old man goes out of the village. Goes out from the village. Gramat from the village. Nirgachati goes out. Nirgachati. Bahirgachati. An old man goes out of the village. Then Simply gacchati means goes, nirgaccha means goes out. Then chhatraha gurum abhivandate. Vandate means salutes, abhivandate means greets respectfully. Greeting, abhivadana. The word abhivadana comes from this. Greeting, wishing. So the student wishes the teacher. Chhatraha gurum abhivandate. Durjanaha sajjanaihi saha durvyavaharati. Just now you recalled this dur. Here it is. Durjanaha, a bad man, wicked man, sajjanaihi saha, with the good men, durvyavaharati. He behaves, misbehaves. Rather, correct word is misbehave. A bad man, a wicked fellow misbehaves with the good people. Misbehaves. Durvyavaharati. Devaha gramat nivartate. Devaha gramat nivartate means God. Let us not take it as God, some person by name Deva, Mr. Dev, like Devananda. Devaha gramat nivartate. Mr. Dev returns from the village. Nivartate means returns. We can't translate this as God returns from the village. Mr. Dev returns, nivartate means returns from the village, gramat.
Janaha nadim santarati ita gramat pratyavartate kavihi kavyam vilikhati apanikaha vastuni
vikrinite
panditaha shishyam
ahvayati
dushtaha niyamam ullanghate
right.
Mandire ghanta ninadati
Ramaha
ravanam paribhavati.
Janaha nadim samtarati. People cross the river. Tarati samtarati. Janaha is singular, collective noun this is. Therefore the verb is samtarati, Srinivas. People cross. Collective noun taken as singular number. Janaha nadim samtarati. Otherwise it should be santaranti. Janaha is ekavachan, by it's a collective noun representing one. So that is the people cross the river. Pita gramat pratyavartate. Father is returning from the village. Returning pratyavartate from the village. Kavihi kavyam vilikati. A poet writes poetry. Likati vilikati, no change there. Apanikaha, a shopkeeper, vastuni vikriniti, sells the things. A shopkeeper is selling the things. Vikriniti. Panditaha, so here V upasarga is there. Krinite means buying, vikrinite is selling. So a shopkeeper is selling. Panditaha, a scholar, sishyam ahvayati. So he is calling. Hvayati also you can say. But generally we use ahvayati. So scholar is calling the student. A scholar is inviting the student, calling the student. Dushtaha niyamam ullangate. A wicked person violates the rule. Niyamam ullangate, violates the rule. Mandire, there ut is there. Langate, ullangate. Ud upasarga is there. Ullangate. Mandire, in the temple, ghanta ninadati. Bell rings in the temple. Ninadati. Nadati means making noise. Ninadati means also same thing. A bell rings in the temple. Ramaha Ravanam Paribhavati. Rama defeats Ravana. Paribhavati, already we have seen one sentence. Pari means when added to bhavati, it changes the meaning into defeating. Ramaha Ravanam Paribhavati.
What is the meaning of langha?
Langa to cross. Ullangate means crossing over. Violating. Upariyuktani vakyani parishile. Now observe the above sentences. Tatra, there, yani kriyapadani prayuktani, whatever verbs are used, tani, those, upasarga yuktani santi, they are all used with the prefixes, upasargas. Second point says, pra ityadayaha adholikitaha dvavimshatihi shabdaha. Now below written 22 words beginning with pra, kriya yoge upasarga padena vyavahartaha bhavanti. They are used with the verb and give out different senses. So pra ityadayo adholikitaha, so vyavahartaha bhavanti. Okay, pra. Now these are the 22 upasargas. Pra, para, apa, sam, anu, ava, nis, nir, dus, dur, vi, ang, ni, adhi, ati, api, su, ut, abhi, prati, pari, upa. So upasarga in fact is coming at the end here. It starts, the list starts with prapara, ending with upa here. Time is there? 4 more minutes. So here, each, sometimes the upasarga has meaning, sometimes it doesn't have. Pra, pra is used in a intensifying meaning, Srinivas, intensifier, pra. It intensifies the meaning. Like for example, gati, pragati. Gati means movement, pragati means good movement. So we say success. Acharyaha, teacher. Pracharyaha, a great teacher. So pra sometimes intensifies the meaning of the word. Para, this makes it has its own meaning, like para means away, bhavati, para bhavati. Para we have not seen any. Yeah, para bhavati. Shatrum para bhavati means he overtakes the overtaking that. Pari bhavati, para bhavati. Both are same. Para. Parang mukhaha we have, like where we use para bhavati. Apa means take away. Away from. That is the sense. Apa, where is apa? Apakaroti here. Durjanaha sada apakaroti. Apakaroti used in the in a negative sense. Apa. Apamana, mana, apamana. Some, together. It has some meaning like together. Sam gacchadvam, sam vadadvam, sam no manamsi, etc. Some means together. Together. So where is some used here? Nowhere? No.
Sammilati.
Sammilati, meeting well. Well, some means good, well. Samyak, some means some. Anu means after. It has a meaning like after. Ava,
Anugachati.
Yeah, anugachati, after. Ava means below, down. Ava, like in the example, Ava Sevakaha, we have read one sentence. Sevakaha Avanamati. Avanamati, bows down, bends down. Ava. Then Nis means nir means without, in that sense.
Nishvasiti.
Nishvasiti, breathing out, etc. Nir means without. Nirlajja. Nirakara. Nirakara, nirakara, without. So in that sense we use. Dus means bad. Dur also means bad. Dussadhyam, impossible. Dur means bad. Yes. Durmati. Sumati, Durmati. We, upasarga by itself has sometimes separative meaning. Yogaha, viyogaha. Separative meaning. Jnanam, vijnanam. Sometimes the meaning is intensified. Vijnanam, visesha jnanam. So, apada, vipada. Both are same. Vipada, apada. So, like that it comes. Vi is a word of separation basically. Ang means it is a will be dropped. A only we take. A only we take into action. Ahvanam. Amantranam. So A means from all around. A samantat we say. Samantat means from all corners. So Ang is there. Ni, down. Nipata, nipatati, falls down. Ni means downward. Some such meaning is there. Adhi means over, upon. Adhi. Like Vishnuhu Vaikuntam Adhivasati. Adhi. Ati means excessive, you know, ati means excessive. Api means we have one avya also. Api means also. But when it is used, mostly this is gone. That is why we read in the example. Api. Ramakantaha dwaram pidadati. Apidadati is not the pidadati. Su is a upasarga which means good. Su means good.
Here, what is the meaning of api, sir?
Api by itself it should be also.
Okay.
Yeah.
In upasarga also?
In upasarga also it should be the same.
Oh.
Upasargas, most of them are avyas only. They are avyas. They are derivable. Su, good. Subhojanam. Ut means up. Up. Abhi, which means over, etc. It means over. Abhi. Prati means towards. Prati means aham gruham prati gacchami. Pratyagacchami. Prati means towards. Pari means back. Pari means back. Sometimes pari means all around. Peri, periphery. Peri in Latin, peri comes. Pari. Then we have last one. Upa means samipe. Samipartha. Near. Indraha upendraha. Upapradhani. Uparashtrapatihi. Rashtrapatihi uparashtrapati. Nearing to Rashtrapati means vice president. So in that samipartha we use upa. Nayanam upanayanam. Samipe nayanam. Taking near to the God or near to the teacher. So upa has samipartha, taking that. Upavasa. Okay, Shubham Bhuyat will analyze next.